I'm Coach Cain, and I'm here to speak on behalf of the 2020 varsity softball season, the season that wasn't due to the COVID-19 pandemic. But I think it's important to acknowledge the girls that we do have on the team, and especially our seniors. And I'd like to take the opportunity to do that. First, I want to speak about the team in general. We had a lot of girls that were signed up this year. We had girls kind of coming out of the woodwork again, which has kind of been the way we've operated the last couple of years. We had some players that had either not played softball ever before or had played when they were younger and had kind of gotten away from it that were going to come back to the sport. And we're always thankful when we get those kids because they kind of bring in energy. They kind of force us to focus on fundamentals, which I think is extremely important in a sport like softball. And the girls that were going to come out this year for the first time were extremely good kids, and we appreciate them being willing to take on that challenge. And so I'm talking specifically about Emma Spalding and Shyla Rumble, who were going to come out and we're going to play. And we were so excited. I was so excited to have them on the team. And I'm sorry that you guys didn't get the chance to fulfill that desire to play softball with us. I think the important thing to all of the players, especially younger players, is just because we didn't have a season, not to stop working. Get somebody to throw you grounders if you're an infielder. Get somebody to throw you some pop flies if you're an outfielder. Find a tee, find a bat, find some wiffle balls. And if you need any of those things, let me know. I will find them for you. But keep working, keep trying to get better. The teams that are going to thrive next year are going to be the teams whose players continued to work and continued to advance, didn't take the year off. The teams that are going to struggle are going to be the teams whose players decided that if they weren't playing varsity softball, that they were going to take the season off, that they weren't going to do anything to try to improve their skills. Extremely grateful for our younger players. Every year we've got 8th graders and 9th graders that want to be on varsity, and I think that's a great sign for our program. So to our younger players, I appreciate that. To our sophomores who were playing this year, Emily and Annika, you guys were going to be first-year players, and Reagan coming back for year 2 after a great freshman season. You guys fall into that category. You got to keep working, especially Annika and Reagan. You guys are pitchers. And Allie Maroff, this applies to you too. You guys got to throw. You can't not throw. You can't stop building up that strength. You can't stop working on your pitches, even if we're not playing games. So find somebody that will catch for you. Reagan, that should be easy for you, at least for a little while. Even if it's you can't find somebody, find a piece of carpet, find the side of a barn, find the side of a garage. Whatever you have to do. Pitching has to be a year-round activity if we are going to put the absolute best effort into winning games that we can. So you guys need to keep working. Our junior class, which was huge this year, we had some new additions there. I was looking really forward to seeing Savannah, Michaela on the field, and then bringing back all of our cast of players. And some of you were going to step up. You were going to have the opportunity for increased playing time, for starting roles, and you didn't get the chance to compete for that. And the good news is as juniors, you still have one more year, and I hope you guys come back with a competitive thirst to demand more of yourselves, to demand the best out of yourselves next season so that we can win games, because you guys are immediately going to be thrust into those leadership roles. The younger players are immediately going to be looking to you because you guys are the ones with experience. So you kind of missed out on your prep year this year to get ready for that role, but I need you to kind of get in that mindset that you guys are going to be the leaders of the team next year. And then finally, my seniors. We talked a little bit about players coming out and helping our program that maybe haven't necessarily stayed with softball consistently throughout the seasons. Olivia Buckley, you're one of those kids. You came out last year, and I know you fought through knee pain, and you were excited for this year. And players generally at the varsity level make a big jump in year 2, and I was really excited to see what you were going to be able to do this season in your second full season at varsity. And I just want you to know how much I appreciate everything you've done for our program, how hard you've worked. And, I'm going to miss not having had that opportunity to see you play one more year. Abby Carroll, you fit that perfectly too. You and I have had so many conversations about how good you could have been if you'd stuck with softball, and you were still amazing, and you filled a great role for us. And, Uh, Type of kid that everything I've ever asked you to do since you've stepped foot into your first practice with me, you've done. And I was really excited to see what you were going to do this season too. And both of you, Olivia and Abby, are just such good kids to be around and such positive influences in the dugout that you're going to be hard to replace next year. Layla, um, I love the fact that you just want to play. You're constantly asking what you can do to get better, constantly working hard, excited about the season. I think you were the first kid to start talking about softball, and it was way back in the fall. And I'm going to miss that enthusiasm, and I feel bad that you've continued to show growth, and the number of opportunities that you were going to get this season were definitely going to increase, and you kind of lost that chance. And I don't think that's fair in any way, shape, or form. And unfortunately, there's not much we can do about that. But I want you to know that I appreciate you coming out and taking on softball, being an inexperienced player, and just being eager and hungry and ready to learn every practice, and wanting to know what you could do in the off season and being there for off season games and during the summer league. So thank you for your hard work and your dedication to the program too. And then Riley, um, I am so glad, Riley, that I talked you into not being just a wrestler during the spring season, and that we were able to work out something where you could play softball and wrestle at the same time. And I don't know how far this team would have gone the last couple of seasons without you being there in a leadership role, because your presence is just that of a leader. I mean, you walk on the field, and I think everybody in the stands and everybody on the opposing team knows who to look towards when they're talking about our team and talking about who's leading our team, and talking about where the heart and soul of our team comes from. You have worked so hard and you've become so good at what you've done on the softball field. You are just a athletically gifted young lady, and I'm so glad that you came out to play softball. And I wish you all the best in your collegiate wrestling career. And don't be afraid to maybe play a little softball in there too, because you've definitely proven that you can do both. Um, so obviously, no awards to give out. Well, one. I do have one award. We'll get to that in just a second. But I just want to thank all of you young ladies for being willing to come out. And we were getting into it. Our pitchers and catchers were throwing, and we were literally scheduled to start practice the Monday after we closed school. And it's one thing. Um, it's one thing to have a season where you don't have enough players, and you really kind of realize, that it was going to be a rough season, and we've experienced that. But to look at the roster that we had and knew the players that we had coming back, I really thought we were going to do some damage in the Frontier League, and I really thought we were going to be the team to beat this year. And I've been looking forward to getting to this point with all of you for a couple of years now, and I feel really bad that it was kind of stripped away from us. But I'm very proud of all of you, proud of the girls that I've had that played before, proud of the girls that were coming out for the first time. And, I can't wait to see what we do next year, because if we work hard over the summer and we do what we need to do, we'll definitely have an opportunity to do some damage in the Frontier League next year too. We've got a lot of pieces coming back, especially those three pitchers. And if those three pitchers, you ladies, work, if you give us a chance in the circle, I think we've got the pieces around you to win a lot of games next year. Um, the one award, I do have a gold letter winner, and that is Riley Dalrymple. Her credentials last year were enough to qualify her for it, but you've got to be a senior. And so she's a senior this year. And so, Riley, I am still awarding you a gold letter in softball. Thank you for all of your hard work. Thank you for your efforts. Thank you for being a great, phenomenal kid to coach. And, good luck in everything that you do. So thank you, ladies, and good luck to our seniors and the rest of you. I'll see you next season.